We turn to the dramatic scene in the Oval Office today. The tense confrontation, President Trump ambushing the president of South Africa. The president of South Africa there to talk trade and to try to reset relations between the U.S. and South Africa. President Trump at one point calling for the lights to be dimmed and playing a video, and then showing a stack of papers that he said were articles proving a white genocide. The president of South Africa denying the unsubstantiated claims, at one point saying to President Trump, "I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you." Here's Mary Bruce.
Tonight, an extraordinary scene in the Oval Office. President Trump ambushing the president of South Africa with false claims the nation is engaged in genocide against white farmers. President Cyril Ramaphosa said he came to the White House to discuss trade.
We are essentially here to reset the relationship between the United States and South Africa.
But Trump had other ideas.
A lot of people are very concerned with regard to South Africa, and that's really the purpose of the meeting.
The president insists white South African farmers are being persecuted and murdered on a mass scale. Unproven claims that have been amplified by Elon Musk, a native of South Africa. Though Trump's administration has banned all refugees, they are now making an exception for one group, white South Africans. A plane load arriving in the U.S. just last week.
We have had a tremendous number of people, especially since they've seen this. Generally, they're white farmers, and they're fleeing South Africa.
Reporters asking Trump what it will take to convince him there is no genocide. The South African president jumping in.
What will it take for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa?
Well, I can answer that for the president. It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends.
But Trump, with the cameras rolling,
turn the lights down,
dimming the lights to present what he claims is evidence. Showing clips of extremists calling for violence, then leafing through articles he says prove it's happening.
Death, 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 horrible death, death. I don't know.
But you know that
to pick anyone, white South Africans are fleeing because of the violence and racist laws.
There is a crime problem in South Africa, but there is no evidence it is racially motivated or amounts to genocide. White people make up only 7% of the country, but own the vast majority of its farmland. Ramaphosa adamant that the video does not represent his government.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately, through criminal activity are not only white people. Majority of them are black people.
South Africa's president then joking that he wishes he could be like Qatar and gift Trump a luxury jet.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I would take it.
And tonight, the spokesman for the South African president telling us of the confrontation, quote, "It was expected. We knew that whenever heads of state come to the White House, you get a bit of a show." And again, David, he insisted there is no genocide in South Africa. David.
Mary Bruce at the White House. Mary, thanks again.